Hello friends, today I will tell you about the cause of global warming. Let us first know what is called global warming. Definition of global warming. Global warming is the temperature of Earth's surface, oceans and atmosphere going up over tens to thousands of years. The changes people can see most easily because of this increase in temperature is the melting of ice caps all around the world. Now I tell what causes global warming. Global warming occurs when carbon dioxide, CO2, and other air pollutants and greenhouse gases collect in the atmosphere and absorb sunlight and solar radiation that have bounced off the Earth's surface. In the United States, the burning of fossil fuels to make electricity is the largest source of heat-trapping pollution, producing about 2 billion tons of CO2 every year. Coal-burning power plants are by far the biggest polluters. The country's second largest source of carbon pollution is the transportation sector, which generates about 1.7 billion tons of CO2 emissions a year. Curbing dangerous climate change requires very deep cuts in emissions, as well as the use of alternatives to fossil fuels worldwide. The good news is that we've started a turnaround. CO2 emissions in the United States actually decreased from 2005 to 2014, thanks in part to new, energy-efficient technology and the use of cleaner fuels, and scientists continue to develop new ways to modernize power plants, generate cleaner electricity, and burn less gasoline while we drive. The challenge is to be sure these solutions are put to use and widely adopted. A special report produced by the IPCC in 2018 honed this estimate further, noting that human beings and human activities have been responsible for a worldwide average temperature increase of between 0.8 and 1.2 degrees Celsius, 1.4 and 2.2 degrees Fahrenheit, of global warming since pre-industrial times, and most of the warming observed over the second half of the 20th century could be attributed to human activities. It predicted that the global mean surface temperature would increase between 3 and 4 degrees Celsius, 5.4 and 7.2 degrees Fahrenheit, by 2100 relative to the 1986 to 2005 average should carbon emissions continue at their current rate. Many climate scientists agree that significant societal, economic, and ecological damage would result if global average temperatures rose by more than 2 degrees Celsius (3.6 degrees Fahrenheit) in such a short time. Such damage would include increased extinction of many plant and animal species, shifts in patterns of agriculture, and rising sea levels. By 2015, all but a few national governments had begun the process of instituting carbon reduction plans as part of the Paris Agreement, a treaty designed to help countries keep global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius (2.7 degrees Fahrenheit) above pre-industrial levels in order to avoid the worst of the predicted effects. Authors of a special report published by the IPCC in 2018 noted that should carbon emissions continue at their present rate, the increase in average near-surface air temperatures would reach 1.5 degrees Celsius sometime between 2030 and 2052.